Shocking news! It has been announced that Mexico will be joining the BRICS. This will hugely impact the global economy. Will it be a favorable change or not? And why does the US not like this idea? Let's find out. In recent discussions, interest was expressed in Mexico potentially joining the BRICS. The global economic order would be significantly affected by such a development. We aim to investigate the effects of Mexico joining BRICS and its role in strengthening connections among developing countries. Mexico's significance in regional trade and investment stems from its strategic location and role within Latin America. With its location as a bridge connecting North and South America, Mexico has exclusive opportunities for economic cooperation and advancement through its proximity to the United States. Amongst all countries, the United States has one of the biggest economies. Significant trade and investment occur between Mexico and the United States because they are geographically proximate. At more than 3,000 kilometers long, this international border facilitates the transportation of goods and money. The United States claims the title of being the biggest trade ally in Mexico, while Mexico takes up the rank of being the third largest among America's trading partners. This strong economic interdependence demonstrates Mexico's strategic position in the region. But why would Mexico like to join BRICS? And how will this decision impact the global economy? By becoming a part of BRICS, Mexico may strengthen this organization's role in Latin America, promoting cooperation between its member nations while emphasizing boosting economic growth and development lies at the core of the BRICS Alliance's mission. Adding Mexico to BRICS would expand its impact across Latin America and foster greater connectedness among emerging economies. Mexico's inclusion in BRICS may amplify its economic connections in Latin America, fostering augmented trade and investments between members. Vast growth potential exists in the significant Latin American market. Closer economic integration within the region could be achieved with Mexico's participation. This would cause supply chains to develop in addition to facilitating technological transfer and knowledge sharing among BRICS and Latin American countries. Besides, the key location of Mexico enables access to essential shipping routes and transportation networks. The Pacific and Atlantic coasts have ports that act as gateways for trade between North and South America, providing connections to worldwide markets. Being a strategic advantage point, Mexico is a significant hub for international trade. This makes it an alluring ally of the BRICS alliance. The implications of Mexico becoming part of BRICS are immense, given that it is already the second largest economy in Latin America. The region's economic powerhouse after Brazil is Mexico, with a GDP of approximately $1.2 trillion in 2021. Enrolling in BRICS could improve the financial power of the coalition by introducing additional diversity and representation among its constituents. Different industry sectors like manufacturing, services, agriculture, and oil production form the backbone of Mexico's robust economy. A strategic geographic location that enables trade and investment is complemented by the country's skilled workforce and rich natural resources. Mexico owes much of its economic success to open international trade policies and active participation in global and regional economic integration efforts. Including Mexico in the BRICS would assist in establishing a more polycentric global economic order. A move towards greater balance and inclusivity in representing global economic interests may challenge the established dominance held by Western economies. This alteration matches with the broader movement of emerging nations gaining more prominence and exhibiting more sway on a global scale. Due to its strong economy and prospective membership in BRICS, joint initiatives and collaborative efforts can be explored with Mexico. Increased investment, technology transfer, and innovation are possible outcomes of cooperation among the BRICS nations and Mexico in various sectors. In light of being the second largest economy in the region, Mexico has created significant trade networks and economic ties with its surrounding nations. BRICS entry would facilitate deeper integration and collaboration between Latin American nations while providing new trade and investment opportunities. By developing more robust economic relationships, the participating nations can enjoy benefits like greater market accessibility, increased productivity, and improved competitiveness. In addition, Mexico's entry into BRICS would advance technological exchange and innovation within the region. The existence of China and Russia in the alliance highlights its membership of nations with advanced technological abilities. Mexico could add another dimension to this technological collaboration with its expertise in the manufacturing, automotive, aerospace, and renewable energy sectors. BRICS countries and Mexico may enhance their industrial sectors by exchanging technological expertise, knowledge, and best practices. This will encourage the growth and development of the economy. The entrance of Mexico to BRICS would lead to less dependency on established global players by promoting connectivity among countries. Over time, developing countries have often faced challenges in liberating themselves from customary Western authorities' economic hold and superiority. BRICS's possible addition of Mexico raises concerns for the United States, indicating a shift towards a more multipolar global landscape. The U.S. has been a prime player in international economic and political arenas, wielding significant control over global events. Still, the development of various hubs for power disputes this dominance and supports a more fair apportionment of power among nations. A global order described as being multipolar refers to a situation where many different countries possess significant economic, political, and military clout. A decentralized approach to decision-making is adopted when no single nation or coalition holds unrivaled power in such a world. Due to this shift, existing power structures may face challenges, altering geopolitical dynamics. A concern about a multipolar world stems from the risk of losing sway and authority over global matters. Using its powerful stance as an advantage point over other countries, the U.S. has traditionally shaped global policies in ways that promote its own economy's goals while pushing forth on its ideals. Nonetheless, the U.S.'s relative power could decrease with emerging markets such as Mexico gaining significance and creating partnerships like BRICS. To protect its interests in light of the fear of a multipolar world, the United States may choose between adopting defensive measures or asserting its policies. Maintaining its influence and control could involve reinforcing current alliances, forging new partnerships, or adopting economic and military policies. The U.S. might also participate in diplomatic endeavors to influence the story surrounding the rise of a multipolar world. Its continued leadership will be presented as advantageous. In their discussions, the speakers also addressed the risk of the U.S. defaulting on its debt. The possibility of a potential default rises when substantial debt accumulates and is combined with geopolitical tensions and economic difficulties. The effects of a U.S. debt default would be felt globally, potentially impacting economies worldwide and destabilizing the existing economic status quo. The U.S.'s strategy of intimidating other nations to uphold its supremacy was denounced by speakers. This criticism expresses concerns about how aggressive tactics can harm global stability and cooperation. In addition, referencing the UK's possession of stolen gold accentuates the necessity for ethical and transparent protocols in global financial systems. Fair and inclusive global governance is stressed as important by these matters. Promoting a just and equitable economic order can be accelerated with the participation of emerging economies like Mexico. Having Mexico in BRICS could contribute important strategic assets to the alliance. Being a neighbor to the United States gives Mexico exclusive chances to expand its trade diversity. BRICS could decrease worldwide reliance on one currency by expanding economic relationships with Mexico and redirecting some trade away from the U.S. dollar. This will improve economic collaboration between the member nations. The discussions included expressing concerns over the state of American banks and another possible bailout. The excessive national debt of the U.S. is largely attributed to a large-scale bailout that followed weaknesses revealed within the banking system during the 2008 financial crisis. U.S. citizens may face additional financial burdens if another bailout is approved, as it can contribute towards increased national debts, resulting in potential inflation. This situation can make goods costlier, thereby impacting the purchasing power of people. The possibility of the U.S. facing a major issue with defaulting on its debt is looming, as warned by experts. The U.S.'s growing debt and deficit spending are causing concern within and beyond its borders. U.S.'s interventionist policies abroad compound these concerns. The possibility of invading Mexico has been discussed because of its importance as a key player in the American economy, with numerous factories and plants. Nevertheless, any invasion's potential outcomes could significantly affect regional stability and global trade. The United States' declining influence and perceived failed policies are becoming increasingly evident. The global economic landscape faces uncertainties and challenges due to amateur decision-making in Washington and 30 years of unsuccessful policies. The U.S. faced criticism during the discussions for adopting a bullying approach towards other nations. The UK holds stolen gold, specifically taken from both Venezuela and India. The international community must prioritize transparency and responsible governance, as evidenced by these criticisms about appropriate and ethical behavior. The discussion was finished by the speakers, who made a sarcastic statement about the tragicomic nature of contemplating foreign military interventions, such as invading Mexico. They were managing conflicts in Taiwan concurrently. The complexity and potential effects of global power dynamics are showcased by this observation. Because of these progressions, individuals must remain knowledgeable about the changing global landscape. Recognizing the transforming dynamics and probable shifts in the international financial scenario is crucial for people. Subscribe to this channel for the most recent news about the happenings worldwide. The global economy could experience significant implications if Mexico joins BRICS. Adding Mexico to BRICS could change economic alliances and challenge traditional powers. Concerns regarding the U.S. banking system, national debt, and a possible debt default emphasize how delicate our current economic system is. In addition, talks concerning actions taken abroad and objections to bullying tactics underscore the necessity for ethical and responsible worldwide governance. Understanding shifting dynamics and staying informed becomes more crucial for individuals and nations as the world order develops. Do you know that USA is literally begging Mexico on its knees not to join BRICS? But why? Click on the video link popping up to find out.